Okay, okay, we got that done. Nice. Okay, we already have that one. So this is the last day this month. She's working on the shed. Oh, I need a piece of coal as well. I have my coal actually. Do we have anywhere to put any of these fish guys so far? They're not going in anywhere. You just need more fridges. So let's pop that back into here. Okay, so we got that cleaned up. Can I? No, I want it here. Can I organize this like that? I can. So we have. Slowly. Crab in more than one spot or not? Oh, why do I have a rat? Just have a random rabbit's foot in there, eh? Okay, what's that? That might have just been my regular rabbit's foot. Okay. And then this can go in the seed. Yeah, okay, and then this is all the random food-related items that we still have to get into there somehow. I think I might be able to get these leeks in. No, I just have regular leeks, eh? Okay, those can't be done like that. It's fine. So yeah, I'd like to add that into there. I feel like I want to get... I think this and this. Oh, that can go with these guys for sure. And I think we're kind of making a decoration chest in here. Take that out to be with the other fishes. Oh my gosh, I already had these two. Okay, we're gonna move that around. Okay. No, that was fine there. So we could... I think the jade is in this chest, right? Also today, probably need to be getting my ancient fruit going. Okay, let's do a quick warp. Let's go see if I have jade over here or not. Okay, we're not gonna go into the mines today, but we're going to exchange all these velvet staircases we can get out of it. Grab the bus back. Wait, is she not even here today? You have to drive yourself. Alright, and then we can stack these guys into here. I don't think some of this stuff will stack in, but we can still add it in there. Okie dokie, so that's been dealt with. Also, another question. Let's just see. I'm gonna want to label everything here. So let me just. What do I need for signs? Okay, that's fine. Shoot. That's annoying. Okay, the fact that it took out 2 kegs is very annoying. Okay, so we can place them inside a shed. So I can then use that to label what's inside each of my chests. Move these guys out, because I think we kind of have somewhere to put the stuff now. I think you're over here now, right? Nothing worth looking at. What do you even want? Snail. I gotta figure out how the heck I even get snail. Not really sure. He's slowly warming up. He's slowly warming up. Okay, we need one more. So yeah, if right now we need one more auto petter. Be pretty cool. But that's going to require mine excursions. We're not really doing that at this moment in time. Did I not pop this in? Whoops. How did my dog... My dog was outside and now he's inside. A little freaky there. Right, how many of these are we at? Okay. So... I just want to take a look. So they do 8 plus... I think it's 15, right? I think they're 15 squares. It's more than double. I need to Google this quick. Does an iridium sprinkler cover? Google knows exactly what I'm trying to figure out. 24. Okay, so 24. I want at least 10 of these then, because that's how many ancient seeds I definitely will have. They're over in the other chest. Maybe I'll just wait. I'm gonna break these down, and then they'll be right beside where I'm operating with. Tools. Where the heck is my hoe? Has to be in a chest somewhere. We're gonna need it tomorrow. In any of these, that's not good. I have my scythe. Nope, didn't make it to bed. I also still don't know where I put it. I have my axe, my scythe, and my pickaxe. Oh, it isn't here. Okay. guy here. Alright, so if we go bop, 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 Alright, so that gets that one, and then we do 1 row, 2, so it's 1 row, 2 row, 3, right? Because then we can go... And then we go bop, 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 bop. Okay, and then we go 1 row, 2 row, 3 row, and then we gotta go hoe up here. And then we go... Okay, so that covers that, and then we gotta do... So this here, so 1, 2, 3, right? that would go there. Okay. So let's just confirm that these guys are set up correctly. If I do... It gives the first row. Gives the second row. Shoot. Okay. I think that guy's just dead in the water, unfortunately. Okay. Whoops, went too far. Okay, and then we do... So this is the last row that's covered by that set of sprinklers. And then we have one row, two. Okay, so that's fine. So we're going to cross. Then we have this is the top row that this row of sprinklers covers. Okay, and then we'll have one row, two row. So I gotta make at least two more of these guys. Pop down two more iridium sprinklers. Then I'm gonna pop these three down. Try and make a couple more seeds. Grab all of my scarecrows from up here. And what we're gonna do is right, and then along these lines, then ideally what'll happen is we should be able to get think that should, between one on each side, lined up with the sprinklers. Okay, now we have a couple extra. I'm a little worried on it covering everything. That's a lot of wood. Okay, we're gonna add a couple extra scarecrows along the edges. I think I just gotta buy more rare crows, because is this all I have for rare crows? I honestly thought I had more of them. So, functionally, if we do that, we do that, and because this part of the farm I won't really see as much. Do that and that. Alright, I gotta go to bed, but ideally we won't get bopped too hard by crows tomorrow. Ancient fruit, Haley. So much ancient fruit. Actually, the answer might be this. Is take you out. Take you out. This might be a slightly better answer. Let's see. What if we do something along the lines of I think we might just want to add another 2 in that center of the field. I have one more rare crow, eh? So if we add one more scarecrow. Okay, if we add it, I feel like here-ish. And it's have all the rear crows kind of on one side, here-ish, and oh, yeah, okay, like here. Ideally, that'll cover this. That may cover any gap in the center. Hopefully, I think we should be good. So now, is there anything extra I want to plant? have? What do I have? Summer seeds, rhubarb seeds. Is this a spring? Because something makes me think I haven't planted rhubarb. So, the other downside is we did not water. We didn't get to water those yesterday because it was getting too late. It's unfortunate. Okay, this shed is done, so we can work on moving stuff in. Oh my gosh, it was so close to being done too. That's annoying. Okay, and then we could potentially make ancient fruit wine if we're shy here. This guy in. So we have leftover star fruit. We definitely have ancient fruits left. Honestly, I'm gonna seed some strawberries. We're gonna turn them into seed, and we're gonna use that as well. Is there any reason to, or should I just make more ancient fruit? How long does this take? Is ancient fruit the same timeline as strawberries? Ancient fruit is growth time. No, it's 28 days. So I actually won't see any of that this season. So it might be worthwhile to make a field of strawberries. I guess I have my starfruit supply on the island. But I think the worst case is we just turn it into more strawberries later, you know? Like, worst case, we plant these, we turn them into seed. I guess the downside right now is I moved all of my scarecrows down. Inventory full, eh? Okay. Okie dokie. You can fix that. It's a very bare minimum. You need to protect that rhubarb seed. Oh, nice. Another rare crow. We toss. What are we getting rid of in here? There was something fish related, I thought. Do I have... Darn. Alright, we've already planted those guys, but... none of these sprinklers are currently getting used. So, what we can do with that is... So, one space, two... Okay, I don't know where my watering can is. Anyway. Buddy, it's 1:40 in the morning. Why is he calling me at 1:40 in the morning? Where's my wife? Where the heck is my wife anyway? Yeah, my wife and kids are just gone. Oh, there she is. Where have you been? You want to play a cruel joke with sashimi? She might not forgive you. I think she might be allergic. This is still cooking. now I have the shed. Okay. I'm gonna slowly start moving our things into it. Put that in there. We're gonna put you in here for now. Okay, we'll trash the one piece so that we can Dokie. Now we. Oh, I can make more of these? So I could add one to the other farm as well then. Okay, so if we shove that into there, 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 that into there. Okay, and then let me just I put all of my bug meat in here. Does it still? No. If we were to say do this, it would. Okay. Okay, so if we do that, and then I do this and this. Oh, thing was empty anyway. Okay, but if we do that, and then we do bump them down one more, and one more, then we put the workbench in the middle, right? So then we can put one behind here. Right, we put a sign here, and then we can put a sign here, and then we can put, is there a space for two? Yeah, so then I have space to get in behind. We can use this still to mark it, and then I think we still got to do one over, right? Do that, and then we can put one here. Or like I think we can put a chest here and here as well, and then we can put signage along to mark what everything is. Okay, so what else am I working on with this? Um, oh shoot, I do need my pickaxe. Right, so if we place all of, let's just test. Because now that should give us the resources to make Yeah, mayonnaise. So it's recognizing the earth crystal over there. So that's good. I think we're wanting to make a different chest for monster parts, probably. So this is our ores and stuff. This will be the minerals. Seeds, I don't think I need to move right now. This guy, I don't necessarily need to move right now. This guy, I don't necessarily need to move right now. This guy doesn't need to have a spot in there. I can move these guys into there. That, we're all going to try and get a fridge to try and store that stuff. So maybe I don't super need... Right, so that'll give me minerals. I can then use monster. I can make another one for monster parts. We just got to make another chest. So this guy will be monster stuff. And then I guess maybe we do the fishing one as the last one beside it all. Just because that one probably has some level of crafting material related to it as well. There is foraging stuff too, right? The foraging stuff can probably go in with the trees and such, though, like the branches and the stones and there, all that. So our last chest, we'll make this an ocean blue because this is all fishing. So first we're slap all the poles and everything in. This guy is our monster chest, so do that. We're gonna make it purpley. And grab the rest of the things related to fishing. organize that. I feel like geodes kind of go in this chest. Coal will go in that chest. Is there anything left in here? No, so this guy's also done. This can go in our tools chest. What else do we have in here? No crafting materials. This one's gonna be terrible to try and move. I can take that out though. We can put this in with that. Oh yeah, I need to go to Robin's to see about both the fridge and whether there's a dresser or something. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna make another wood sign. All right, so yeah, I think we can probably put them all beside here. Because I can just go around. Not that big of a hassle, because I don't think we're going to put anything else in here. And then I still have access back here to all of this, so that's where we'll keep stuff like that. Actually, where my bat wings would probably be the best one, but we'll say that for now. I gotta find those bat wings wherever we stash them. And then this is fish. And then this one is ores and bars. And then this one is like forged resources plus batteries, which are, you know, kind of not that, but okay. So now we have yeah. So I guess what we can do though is I can take this void essence now and put it here because it doesn't really matter whether it's in that chest or the other. But that's still there. Nice. Okay. So that's kind of cleaned some of that up. Does this chest still got stuff in it? It does. Okay. Well, I can condense this down again. Put this in here. Move all this stuff into here for now. Kind of our miscellaneous chest. This one we gotta fix what we're doing here, but it's kind of fine for now. This one I gotta get the fridge from Robin. I'm gonna break this so that I'm gonna actually break all of these things and move them here for just tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna do some rearranging with our farmland here. With Robin. Oh shoot, we passed out. Because I think we want to put that shed. Oh, baby. Let's heck and go. Alright, I gotta check. I don't think the hoe is any better. I don't think the hoe looks any better or the camera. But let me just test all of these to make sure that I can't just lead blitz that. I think I'm gonna have to just break this whole room down. Nope, that has no effect. Nope, okay. Alright, we just tear this place down because... I think there's like a minor... well, maybe not. I don't think it's that row, but there's going to be rows that we are going to have to... Because I think, like, this whole stack here... Yeah, I literally can't access that one right now. So we have 93 of that, and then I have the wine in this fridge. I'm going to replace it with, at least partially. Okay, so yeah, I think there was some issue I had. Oh no, it's working now. Because I was having issues, I swear, loading these guys back here because they were... One in that front row there. And this guy doesn't have one. I think we got them all. Nice. Alright, big money day coming in here. $500,000 off that. Okay, thanks, Marnie. Didn't really need it, but thanks, Marnie. Okay. Yeah, that's all fine. Ah, I must have missed one of the straws. Oh yes, also, I can crack... it's probably not a big deal right now, but I can... They're not going to come out today, but... I should get these guys so that they can come outside in the near future. Alright. Yeah, so let's head over to Robin. Actually, no, first we got to shuffle some things around here. sure whatever stuff's gonna get blocked, I think, right now anyway, no matter how we do this. Okay, now we head to Robin's, because I think I can move. I want to put that shed closer to my house. All the tools and the resources and all that, so it's easier to access. It's not that it's super far, but because I'm going to store everything in there, I kind of want it to be on the way out. Okay, so first, let's just move that here for now. We're going to move that around later. Okay, good. I can move that with an oven. That's how we can move that. That's strange. Okay, it's probably because the chests are in those places. Okay, we gotta move those chests further away, because I imagine the issue is they have to be accessible. So we'll go make sure that they're accessible. By bopping them as far away as possible. I bop them behind the house. Okay, and then we do yoink, yoink, yoink. I'm gonna break all this stuff so that it's not out either. No, it's just not. This area is required to, like, there's just tiles I cannot build on. Okay. That's annoying. What building can I paint? Oh, interesting. Okay, 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 let me see. That's kind of annoying. I can't move my house, right? Closer. Can I slide this? No, they're just unbuildable tiles. And we... Oh, we can't. We cannot. Unless... Okay, we need to move... Okay. That's as far over as I can put these buildings. And then... we'd have to break that stuff. We could add that in there as well. So we could break everything here, move the shed back onto this part of the house, right? And then I guess then it's next door, although we might want to look at upgrading to the bigger shed. So that we can only, like, literally just so we can paint the thing. I got a cask that I need to... Darn. We have an extra cask. Yeah, I might as well move that back, but probably can't do that today. Let's put... this over here. Break everything up. Tomorrow we could. And then I might as well... Let's just see. Can I... still... Okay, well that's not the thing stopping me. Can I still do this? Okay, perfect. So that works, and that works. We have access to all these chests to build with. Use different tools are all accessible. These guys back here. Oh yeah, I was gonna see about getting a fridge from Robin too. Move all that stuff inside. Do I like this? Is this worthwhile? Am I, or would I be better served? So here's the thing. Now that we know that this is dead space that I can't put my shed in anyway, we almost might as well put the workbench back, right? We moved everything. It's gonna be kind of annoying. If I were to move all of this, because I can put chests there. If I move this workbench setup over here, I can have all my tools and everything accessible very easily, and that's kind of what we were going for. We were going for something more aesthetic, obviously, but I don't think that's gonna fly, unfortunately. So what I think we do is we take this chest, take this workbench, and we say, all right, put this far over. I can put my workbench here. I empty out this inventory here. Right, and then we put thought. Is it worthwhile? It might be worthwhile to do this. Nope, not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely not what I wanted. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we do that, and then, because now I can label, do my labels again. Right, and then we have, so we put a label here. We have 1, 2, I think we have the space. If not, we'll bump everything forward 1. So we'll do that. That will put 1 and a sign here. And then we'll have our box back here as well. Right, I think that makes sense. Might put it over 1. We'll cover we'll cover all this pathway and stuff up, I think, with other. So I can do. Do that. We'll put this back here. Figure out what we're doing with these guys. This one honestly might just get moved inside the house. It's a lot of clothes and such. Okay, and that's seed. Right, so we'll have our box can go here. I wonder if we just don't signage this guy. Okay, well actually what we might do is if I move the house over more, we can create more space up this way. Right, if I move all these houses and stuff over more, we'll increase our space. Then what we can do is take move it over. I honestly think I'll move it over too. We can put our box back here. We can have our workbench going right next to the box. Incorporate putting all these chests over here with the workbench. Then we run into an issue with signage and being able to access them at the same time. So if I move this further over, we put the signs going down the left-hand side. Yeah, so if we put the signs going down the left-hand side, at the end, get to the workbench. But what if we, instead of putting the workbench and the chest and everything on this side, well, this side's just dead spaced, and if we don't do it that way. If I put the workbench deeper, we run into the issue of these bushes. How deep can I go? So if I put a chest here, I can put one chest, 2 chests, 3 chests, 4 chests. So let me think about this. So if we want to do that guy, and we want to have a space of 1, I'm just gonna put this down here for spacing issues. And then I want my workbench. Let's say we put the workbench here. Right? And then we do Uno. So the issue is if we put a chest in that corner, we can't put a chest in this corner here if we go back this far. Right? Because one, we can't do that and label it. Can't do that and label it, so we'd have to bump everything forward 1. So if we were to move these chests over to here, so we have an extra space right now. So we could move to, I think, because we can get a third, so we can get 1, 2, so we can get 3, we can get 4. Yeah, so that's the 5th chest. So I think we can make that work by bumping everything forward 1 more. I think we can bump things forward here. Have the workbench here. And then put chests back here. Put the label for these 3 chests at the back. Put a label here. Is That's accessible. Oh, the issue still remains of accessing. Right, because if I put signage along here, if I put signs along there, I can't access this chest. I think I have spare chests, right? Let's test this layout. So if I do this, I'm accessing the workbench. I'm not accessing the chest. So I need the ability to walk back here. Which means we can't label it. So we then are stuck going one more forward, right? And then we can then we have the ability to walk behind and have the labels. Right. So then, but I guess the question then is how many chests are we actually using? So. Just like this guy, its color. That's what I wanted. So this chest we do here. Monster cards back there. That there. And then we can recreate what we had in the shed here. The issue is these bushes, these darn bushes. So I think if I go to Robin and I put my... Actually, you know what I think we can do? You know what I think we could do? I gotta still rush to get to Robin here. I'll grab you after. What if we made this the workbench area, right? Go further back now, because now I have full access to go backwards, and we put the shipping container like right at the edge of the farm. We put it right at the edge. Robin. No. Okay. Darn. Yeah, if we put the shipping container right at the edge of the farm there, though. If I do it this way, I have 2 squares, whatever, like somewhere around here. We still have this dead-ish space left here that's kind of unusable, but we put the shipping container like down here. We have crates going along here, like we have the containers going along here, and then these guys, because then I can push this all further back, and I can put my signage back here. Yeah, I think we can make that work. We'll put another. What we'll do in that case, though, is if we're doing it like this and like that, then we just have the singular path. We'll do that, right? And then we go up. We have chest here, label here. And, you know, if feeling spicy. We can shift over a little bit, but this lets us go backwards. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then what we'll do is we'll use the... Either we'll convert this into a bigger shed, or turn it into more kegs. And then we can basically turn star fruit, we can start doing star fruit and ancient fruit together in 2 separate sheds. And then eventually we'll upgrade to have a shed dedicated to just jade, and a shed dedicated to just like a big shed dedicated to jade, a big shed dedicated to diamonds. And then that should pretty much solve the game from a lot of resources perspective of like things that we need to make sure we're acquiring. Yeah, I can make another 140 of those. I can ship that, by the way. Yeah, let me just add these into that chest. Let me just add everything into the chest that it can get added to. Right, and then... Yes, we'll do that, and then we can move everything over to here. Then I'll have the ability to access or label it all. And then we can just use the workbench we'll make it so it has access to chests that have only resources we want to use. Just like for now, whatever. And then yeah. Okie dokie. Yeah, and then I think we'll have to set these guys up somewhere that's easily accessible as well. Alright, but I can move in at least this chest with me as well. Right, and then we break this guy. I think I can also just break these signs too. Alright, so we'll do that. We take these over. Right, I don't want to label these yet because I still need Robin to move the house and stuff around a wee bit. I do have to remember that I have these guys as well back here. Alright, it's getting too late to keep playing, so I'm just gonna call it at that. Didn't accomplish a lot, but I think we kind of got the layout we want to do. But that is what it is. Alright. That's it.